Alright, so our next plan of attack is going to be to get this ball off of there. And to do that, you got to grind off this piece on the bottom here, and then the ball will fall out. So let's give that a shot. Alright, so I ground it off. I was able to pull it right out with a pair of vice grips, no problem. So now let's get the original carb and check out the linkage from that and see if we can make it fit in here. Alright, it's my lucky day. The original Walbro and this one have the same hole. This uses a rod with clips on it. This is an original metal clip. It's all half busted. The new replacement clips are just plastic. There's no metal in there. I'm going to see if we can get this to work somehow, but it's missing some pieces, but we may be able to get it work good enough just to test it before we can buy new clips. All right, let's check this out. So I got the old linkage on there. These clips need to be replaced, but it does work. As long as it doesn't fall off, it should be good enough to test it here. The choke works, everything. So I think that I'm going to take these screws out of the choke and put the Loctite on them before we try to start it up. And then we'll hook up this fuel line here and see if we can. First, I'm going to crank it with the fuel pump off. I just blew in the gas tank. We'll see if we can get some fuel pressure out of this China pump that's on here. And then we'll see what we got. Now, we got the carb on there. We got a jumper pack on here. We got the choke plate Loctited. We're going to hit the key and see if we can get some fuel to pump out of the fuel pump. I'll turn the key. Keep going. Yeah, keep going. It smells kind of like gas. You see? You do? We'll see how much ethanol contaminated fuel we just... It doesn't smell like gas on my fingers at all. Even looking at it bounce around down there, it doesn't even look like gas. Yeah, there ain't much gas in that crap. Well, this is stupid, but we're going to try it. We'll see what happens here. You sit on the seat, right? It says a seat safety, so you gotta have someone sit on the seat while you crank it. A squirt of juice. All right, let's give it a little carburetor cleaner. See if we can get it to fire off at all. I'd be shocked if it runs on that crappy fuel. it drives. Hey, it drives. What do you know? Either the voltmeter's broken or it's not charging. It says 8 volts. All right, well, here's the deal. Something is screwed up with the wiring or something, but the China carb works, but it runs like garbage. It keeps getting like all black sootiness, like it's giving it too much gas. I can adjust it all day long. It doesn't seem to really change anything. I tried hooking the jumper pack on it and turning the PTO on, and nothing happened. So there must be a wiring problem somewhere in this dash, I'm thinking. I don't know, let's look at it. And looking at all this wiring, it's pretty hard to understand. There's circuit breakers, there's fuse boxes, there's solenoids, there's all kinds of wires that go to stuff and don't go to stuff. So it's not so easy to figure all this out. On my other Deutz, there's other gauges like gas gauge and other things, other PTOs, whatnot. This doesn't have any of that. You get stuff like this, it's just like a wire that's not hooked up to anything. Like, oh, what could this be for? I don't know. Good question. Is that hot all the time? Is it arcing something out? What's it doing? This is some kind of lights that tell you like the PTO's on or the seats sat on and everything. So I don't know what all these wires go to, but we'll have to figure it out. This battery's from 2009, so it definitely has no life left in it at all. But I think the first step has to be to get a new battery, and then we can troubleshoot some more. When I hook up my jumper to this, it only has 6 volts in this thing. That thing's trash, but I don't know, the Kohler doesn't smoke or anything. That's a good sign. But there's no activity on that charging voltmeter, so I got to test these outputs from the stator over here, see if we got AC power coming from behind the flywheel. These magnums are famous for magnets falling off the flywheels, so for all I know, it's got a magnet that fell off the flywheel. That would be a pain in the butt to fix on this thing, because the drive shaft and all that stuff would have to come off. But anyways, it seems like it's driving fine. The transmission's working just fine. The lift on the mower deck goes up and down, so that's a positive. Oh well, till next time.